personal things was very difficult for me because I grew up very shy in school, not around family, but I was very shy in school, so I was worried about what people would think about you because I had that issue in school. So it was very difficult for me to start doing that, but when I started doing it, I felt comfortable, and I'm still growing every day to get more comfortable with being myself.
So we're here, so we're going to see you guys on the, I'm going to show you the warehouse that we're looking at right now.
I think it's 404. My man sells me. There he is. 403.
403. Caleb.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
Pretty good. Just like, it was this one I showed you last time, right? 403.
That's what we were just asking.
So we have this one. There's also one same size as this one on the other side of the building. If you wanted that one for some reason, I can show it to you if you want. It's the same size, same layout, pretty much.
It's the same type of.
Yeah, same everything pretty much. It's just on the back side instead of on the front side. If you want, I'll show you that as well. I'll get out of here. Here you go.
Seems like a pretty big space. Like we don't need to overdo it. We're not trying to keep up with the Joneses or nothing. With that 1,800 square foot space, it seemed like something we wanted to do to like, because we had to go into a 3-year lease, so we were like, we're probably gonna want to expand our team beyond 1,500 square feet, but I don't know. This seems like a good space. What you think, babe? What you think visually, as far as everything we need to do?
I think this is a great size.
Alright, it's pretty big. Alright, so this is an office in the back. It's a small little office. And then, like
I was just talking to my dad. We're trying to figure out where people are going and everything. I told you there's one back there that's open. I can show that one to you. We might prefer you move in that one. If you want. It's the same exact thing as this one. The thing is, we kind of want the guy next door. We like to have them to have, consecutive.
How long you guys been doing this?
We bought this property in July, along with the other one I showed you before. We bought them both together in July.
Oh, okay.
But my parents have been, in real estate for like 20 years.
Oh, wow.
You mind if we come in real quick? Okay. So this one is, they're making faster progress on this one. Let me confirm that this is the one.
this is the one?
I believe it's 407.
Look, almost the exact same as the first one.
Right.
Yeah, and this one,
Great.
I didn't realize that they had already started on this. They were already making progress. I'll get out of here. I'll take a dark picture.
So this one is a little bit more renovated. Already working on renovations in the office. Definitely think this is a good enough space for us for a while. This is crazy. I know she's going to make this place look great. What you think? Huh?
Hey.
What you think?
This is crazy.
Be back in the car.
Yeah.
What you think?
Oh no. It's a lot to think about. The warehouse looks crazy though. Looks great.
The second one, right?
Yeah.
And it brought it to more life.
That one too.
This first one?
That was the one on the end, right?
403.
403. That's the first one. This is the one he showed us after.
Oh, you're talking about that? Yeah.
That's the one that he said that he'd rather us not get that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. What you think?
Well, let's get off camera and talk about it.
Wow.
like I said, I like the thought of having a warehouse. Seems so amazing. And me picturing where everything would go.
Right?
I did.
She said during the car ride home, she said, we getting it. So she's the founder of the company. I'm just a little co-founder. So this crash and burn is all her fault.
Opposite.
No, for real. Are we gonna get it?
What do we got to lose, right?
What's the worst that can happen? Worst that can happen is she can't buy as much Amazon packages as she wants. Right? Gotta cut back on spending.
Gotta cut back on Fashion Nova clothes.
Current office. So just let me take a step back. So as you can see, it's very small. I can't even like show how small it is.
It's really small. This is the stock area.
Yeah, that's stock
This is
room.
Area where we put through the tea and the stickers.
It's where we work at. This is our workstation currently.
This is the stock area over here for the already done product.
Yeah, this is where all the product is, where we pull all the blends. So this is way too small, as you can see.
This area over here used to be the herb section. So we're definitely upgraded from that because it was very small.
Yeah, we just keep some of the smaller blends in here already done, ready to go to make more already done bags of tea.
What?
All this stuff, everything.
It's a lot. Overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. Why?
Because it's a big step that was basically happening very fast.
Well, we're approaching 2 years in full production in the tea every day. You know, so I think that's a good time to upgrade. 2 years later, basically.
Google over there.
Yeah, Google. It don't matter what you say. But yeah, it's definitely a process that is. It seems like big. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Does it seem like bigger because we're small-minded? Because the process of getting it was way more straightforward and like easier. I guess it's simpler than we thought. Maybe it's just because we got lucky and ran into a good situation, a good opportunity. Or did we just, our mind made it bigger than it is? I mean, it's going to be a lot of work because we got to move, we got to decorate, and like, it's going to be a lot of work that we have to do while keeping up with orders.
It's definitely going to be a change because we're so used to being at home. And now we're going to be at a location. And we're homeschooling 3 kids too, so
Yeah,
FYI.
that's been difficult building the business, doing that.
My youngest, she just started kindergarten, so we have to teach her everything from scratch while we're working. So it's gonna be a challenge.
It's been a challenge.
But our life is a challenge.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have never had no babysitter. My daughter's 11.
Yeah. And we're not exaggerating. Like,
I've basically been home with her for 11 years. Like, not really having a real job for 11 years.
yeah, like we started this entrepreneurship journey a long time ago, in 2010. Anyway, in 2010, at the end of 2010, I think that was when I had the insurance job. I was looking back on my emails, and I seen something about the insurance. I seen me sending my resume to the insurance job. That was the last job I had. Remember that?
No, your last job was at the shipyard.
Oh yeah, the insurance job was when I was with Tina. Okay, that's true. But I remember that's when we started, because I remember studying internet marketing in that apartment.
You was doing the shipyard, and then you was doing affiliated, I think. Affiliated marketing.
The shipyard job.
You was working at the shipyard, because we moved to Atlanta right when she turned 2, so it was a fast.
We're spontaneous. We do things. We do things. That's why this
We weren't
warehouse
supposed
is
to be in
kinda
Atlanta.
We was like, we should move to Atlanta, and we just moved.
We drove here with his best friend from Ohio and visited Jonesboro area. That's how we ended up being in Clayton County first. And we loved it for some reason, but that wasn't it.
We lived there for long enough.
Then we went back to Virginia and stayed there for like maybe 6 months, and we moved to Georgia. At the time, I had just bought this car that was a stick shift. We drove all the way to Atlanta, not knowing how to drive a stick. Like, we taught ourselves.
I taught her how to drive it.
He didn't even know.
But
I bought
I
it,
still
and
taught you.
my cousin was supposed to teach me.
But I taught you. I learned fast.
He learned fast on the road.
I wasn't dangerous driving down here.
So we're definitely like spontaneous people. Like, we decided to move to Georgia, just like, I didn't even want to move to Georgia. He wanted to move to Georgia.
Yeah. Well, I've been wanting to move. But when I said that he was ready to move, when he was ready to move, he was ready to move.
I was ready to move, but I wasn't ready to move.
But yeah, we are. It's kind of spontaneous how we've done this warehouse thing a little bit. It's just like we saw, like, I've been looking for a warehouse space and office space for a while. Every time we're out and I see something available, I look and I call and I get information. But this one was just it was kind of perfect. And we just decided to apply and we got approved. So it's like, what do you do? It's like you gotta go with the flow, right? And like we said earlier, everybody never ready. When everyone feel like we're ready for the big steps, when it's time to get that second warehouse, we're probably gonna be like scared. Like, are we ready?
Yeah, because like I said, I wasn't ready to move to Georgia. I wasn't ready to leave my family. But I knew that was something that we needed to do. Because nothing was really there for us in Virginia, no opportunities, and what we was doing with our life was not in Virginia. Like, we've been working from home, like I said, since 2011. And I even remember doing it way before that. Like, even before Sonny was born, we was doing like little stuff. Pamper cash, like just doing emails. We was always doing something while working from home. Like I said, we were still having little jobs here and there, but we really wasn't working for nobody for a long time. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, so in 2011, I started something, and I was successful, and that lasted for a while, a long time. So, like, she didn't really have to work like that. So she was a stay-at-home mom. I was working from home, still doing internet marketing. So, but the whole way Cerebral Teas came into play was crazy, because the same place that I first started studying internet marketing, which we were staying with her sister when I had that insurance job. That's when I first started, and that's when you had your first panic attack. in that apartment.
Yep.
So that was way back then. Like we were super young, 20 years old, something 21 years old. And fast forward.
I don't even think it was. I was like 19.
19. So fast forward all that time.
No. I was 20. Because we met when I was 19.
Right.
So I had been 20.
We met when you were 19. We had anxiety a year later.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward, I started studying then, and then the whole business idea of connecting anxiety to business literally just happened a little over 2 years ago, like 3 years ago, when things started to come together. I was doing something else. I was like just selling t-shirts and stuff like that, and selling all type of stuff online, and that's how we were doing the entrepreneur thing for the whole time. But we had a small mindset then. Like we had a small mindset. We were just making enough money to cover both of us having like a normal job. So we were never balling out of control or anything like that. And even with this warehouse, like that's the reason that we're kind of like scared taking this step, is because it's just like a big step. Like it's just a warehouse is a big expense to add on to the expenses that are already needed to run a business. Like somebody might look at it like, oh, warehouse, but like it's expensive to buy, to make these blends with the herbs. It's just our blue vervain by itself is expensive because it's straight from an organic farm. And we have all these different blends that we have to have expenses for, the labels, the jars, and all these different things. And then, of course, advertising the business. And then adding on these warehouse expenses. I think that's the biggest reason that we're like kind of like, because it's the expenses. But that is why we need to expand our mindset and think more long term and think bigger, knowing that this is going to give us the space to expand our operations and be able to serve more people, ship faster, have more product ready.
That's the goal, to help as many people as we can. That's what Cerebral came from in the first place. We both have always been people that wanted to help our families, but when they're not in the space to want to get help, or
Yeah, we just started out posting about this just to our family and our friends. Like, I remember posting about CMOS way back before anybody knew what it was, and they're like, what is that weird looking shit right there? Like, nobody was like hip to it, and they're like, oh no, I'm not messing with that, that looks weird.
Yeah, Sonny was in like kindergarten.
And some family does listen and ask questions, but it comes with a lot of disappointment trying to just focus on just family and friends.
Yeah, so we always like to help people, even when we got into the alkaline lifestyle heavy. We was always posting and trying to spread the message, spread the word, and it was like we won't get no type of support, or they didn't even care that we was actually changing our lives. And just
I'm sure y'all can
relate to that.
Y'all trying to get y'all life together and start eating healthier and taking these herbal teas and stuff like this. I'm sure families giving y'all the side eye too. Even you don't even have to go vegan or nothing, but just starting to eat healthier and starting to make healthier choices, and people will look at you like you think you're better than them or something like that.
Or even just trying to try to see why you're on medication. I'm sure a lot of people have people in their lives that's like, no, you need to stay on medicine. You don't need to try no herbal tea. That's not going to do nothing. I'm sure a lot of people have that. So just not getting that support has always been our issue. We don't have a real support system. And I know a lot of people don't. It's not a thing that just unique thing. A lot of people are out there just having to do a lot of things by themselves. And you can do it, because we're doing it.
Yeah. That's another thing we want to do, is just to prove that you can do it. 3 kids, no help really, no
Homeschool.
babysitting, homeschool, trying to build a business, all of that, trying to be healthy.
Both don't have like a immediate family, like siblings or parents. So we're just
Right.
basically doing this, just us and the kids. So I know we're rambling on. This is our
first video, first vlog video. But yeah, anyway, I think we've chosen to get the warehouse. I'm gonna move forward with it.
that saying it is just like crazy.
99.9%, 99.999% sure that we're gonna get the warehouse. We're approved for it. We like what we see so far. So let's just.
Like we said, we didn't even know we was going to get approved for it because
Our credit ain't the best.
if you wanted to be technically honest. The backstory on that.
y'all will learn about.
Y'all get to see.
But yeah, that's the beginning. Like, you've seen the warehouse for now, and hopefully it moves forward, and you can see it progress and build and build and build and get to a really beautiful place to where we're being really efficient, shipping orders out fast, being able to really serve more and more people, and expand our mindset while we help you guys heal. So that's about it.
That's about it. Oh, we got a course coming out soon.
Yeah,
so be looking out for that, and my cookbook.
Mm-hmm. You guys love the mini course.
Alkaline vegan cookbook. It's not going to be all alkaline for the people.
It's going to be more flexible options. It's going to be an alkaline section, and it's going to be just a vegan section. So it's going to be more recipes and more flexibility for people that are like transitioning over to being vegan. You can do more vegan recipes, and then the alkaline is the real healing section.
Yeah, because obviously we're not alkaline anymore. We do eat a lot of alkaline foods, but we're not 100% alkaline. We're vegans.
Yeah.
Healthy vegans.
Healthy vegans. All right, guys. So till next time. Peace.